Hey there, it's SynthWolfes here, and you know what time of year it is. It's spooky season.
Spooky season.
Spooky season. It's Spooktober. October doesn't exist. It's gone. It's gone. It's Spooktober. And what better ways to enjoy Spooktober than to rank spooky things?
That is what we are here to do. Happy Oktoberfest.
October 1st, beautiful month, my favorite time of year. The only holiday that matters is Halloween. We are gonna do the official Halloween ranking.
You heard it.
Oh no, the webcam. I need to not hit my webcam. Not hit the table. So, today, we are ranking things on how spooky they are. So how spooky is it?
And you know how these ranked list videos go. We have all tiers, S through F, S being the most spooky, and F being the least spooky.
F is like a wet sponge in the sink.
F for foul.
Yes,
Funny.
F for foul, S for spoopy. If it's spoopy, it's there.
Supreme Spoop gets the S tier.
A stands for it's spooky.
B stands for boo.
C stands for
Could be spookier.
could be spookier.
Could be spookier.
D stands for
Didn't scare me.
didn't scare me. And E obviously stands for eek, that was so bad I wanted to vomit.
There it is. That's the official reason why we have the letters.
Top official.
That's what they stand for.
So, I think to kick things off, so when you think of Halloween, you think of October, what comes to mind?
Pumpkin patches.
Pumpkin carving, you're absolutely correct. So,
I like the pumpkin patch.
it's pumpkin carving. I'm the host. I'm the judge.
Why am I here?
So,
Just to suffer.
so pumpkins.
Pumpkins or
pumpkins,
pumpkin
right?
carving.
Pumpkins. Carving pumpkins. What do
That's
you
not that spooky.
It's not spooky, but it is tradition.
We have a friend who's joining us today.
We do have a friend, adorable, lovely little friend who's climbing everywhere and everything.
Very spooky of her.
So back on topic, pumpkin carving.
It's just not that spooky.
It's not that spooky, but I mean, there is something kind of spooky about when you take the knife and you shove it in the pumpkin and you're cutting its head open.
And you get to pull the guts out.
The guts, they're sticky.
And they smell
they're
weird.
wet. They smell so weird.
But they don't scare me. They just ick me.
But does it scare you or does it scare the pumpkin? Think about how you're taking a knife to its skull.
You are slaying that pumpkin.
You are just stabbing it over and over again, cutting its head out, and then you're cutting its face.
And you know, we do teach children how to use knives at this time of the year.
Absolutely.
To carve faces into things. Also, when you're walking down a neighborhood and you see people's jack-o'-lanterns on the street and it's totally dark, but you see the little flames flickering through the jack-o'-lantern eyes, that is a little bit spooky.
It is a little bit spooky.
That is a little bit spooky.
What's even spookier is after Spooktober, when pumpkins have reached the end of their life.
Oh, the rot.
The rot.
Oh, the rot. Oh, and it leaves a puddle of like mold behind if you ever leave your pumpkin out way too long, which I may have done.
That is the spookiest part about a pumpkin.
That's quite disturbing.
It's so gross. And I think for that, I have to at least put it at a C.
I agree with a C.
Because it
could be spookier, remember?
Could
C
be
is for could be
spookier.
spookier, but it's still spooky.
You could also carve a human while you carve the pumpkin.
That was not on the list.
But that does not detract from the pumpkin carving itself. Pumpkins, I gotta give it a C.
Pumpkin
I
carving
gotta
is
give
a
it a
C.
C.
Could be spookier.
It could definitely be spookier. What else do you think?
Pumpkin patches.
You're right. Haunted houses.
And that's all, folks.
The video just cuts there. So haunted house. We'll get pumpkin patch next, I promise.
Okay, great.
Haunted houses. So as a kid, I loved haunted houses.
Did you ever pee yourself?
No, but there was one haunted house we went to. It was this big open, like, farm field area. And there was one attraction that my parents took me to, and at this time I must have been like 10. I was a youngin. I was a short,
old enough to handle it,
little
arguably.
shithead.
I could see that.
And we went in, and I wasn't scared by the or the clowns or anything. No, I was scared by the lady in the reception hall.
Curious.
I was scared to death by this lady.
Why?
This lady was
what did she do to you?
She just spoke, and I was terrified. I had
She was
walked
a
in.
personality hire.
She was. She wasn't dressed like, horribly, as in like terrifyingly, or like
Makeup?
she was just in like this white bluish dress with like a lace on it.
She reminded you of a ghost.
No, I was already terrified, and I believe she was next to like a coffin, and that for some reason got me on edge. And then we walked in through the door, and I don't think it was someone like a clown, like not exactly a clown, but someone like that. I screamed, I went, ah! And I screamed, I ran out, and then I cried outside.
We have a ranking for ah!
Yes, we do.
We do.
But there are also bad haunted houses.
Okay, so we need to decide, are we talking about good haunted houses or bad haunted houses here?
I think to be fair, we have to include them both, I think.
So the general experience of a haunted house, be it positive or negative, how spooky is the concept of a haunted house? The
concept of a house of a bunch of underpaid, sweaty actors.
That's quite scary.
It's a festering of germs and filth.
It's usually high schoolers who aren't really wearing deodorant, and sometimes they touch you. That's quite scary.
Absolutely. And I worked in a haunted house. For the first 4 hours, I had a lot of fun. The last hour and a half, I was in a dark cage with an electric rod hooked up to a car battery.
That's dodgy.
I don't know what happened. I started hallucinating. And
Love that for you. Sensory deprivation.
Oh no, it was terrifying. I was terrified.
So you're getting at, there's also a second experience of a haunted house, which is not just from the customer side, but the employee side.
Yes, there's multiple angles of this haunted
scary,
house.
Potentially.
I think I have to put haunted houses in a whole, from the terrible ones to the great ones to the ones where they can literally attack you with consent.
Is it McCamey Manor?
Yes.
That's a haunted house. That counts. That bumps it up a tier.
Yeah, so
McCamey Manor, maybe it shouldn't count as a haunted house, but it is one. Yeah, it's a legally recognized Halloween attraction.
It is. So I think for haunted houses, I have to put it at A for
so
it's
scary.
Not quite S because it is a little gross.
And there's bad ones that aren't scary at all.
Oh, there's terrible ones.
I think that's a very fair ranking.
So yeah, we're going to put it at A. Because it's been ages
scary. Since I've been to one.
Yes, they're really fun. Okay, so now, as I promised, pumpkin patch.
Okay, great. I thought you were going to do it again.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
Comedic value, baby.
So pumpkin patches. Not really scary.
They're so cute. A pumpkin patch is so wholesome.
They are.
There's baby bunnies.
But
animal abuse.
Yes, animal abuse.
Animal abuse is quite scary to me.
Again, you're tightly packed, like pre-2020.
Pumpkin patches.
Fun. After 2020, terrifies me.
Pandemic at the pumpkin patch.
Pandemic pumpkins. The PPP.
Okay, apple cider and races and little rabbits and taking cute selfies and picking pumpkins and eating massive bags of popcorn. Not scary.
No.
None of those things are scary.
What is scary? The germs. How many people are touching these pumpkins you're picking?
You wash your pumpkin.
Walking through, coughing on everything.
That's not that scary.
So it's lukewarm.
It's just a public outing. It's a festival. You know, it's like being at a festival. That's
it's too happy. It's too fun. Where's the ha and the oh and this? It's not there.
And if it is there, it's like this animatronic, and animatronics are scary. However, the ones at pumpkin patches are not. There's trauma here. The ones at pumpkin patches are not scary. It's like a really bad scarecrow that looks quite friendly, actually, and it's got a voice box that's running low on power, going, "Oh, I'm in the mine," which isn't scary at
But
all.
what is scary is when their batteries are dying and they go, ah.
I have never had that experience. They just sound like little croakers.
Horrifying.
Look, I'm going, it's D or E for me. I do not get scared at the pumpkin patch, period. I've never been afraid at the pumpkin patch.
I gotta say, as a kid, I really loved pumpkin. Like, it was one of the...
Super child-friendly.
Oh, no, yeah. As an adult, fuck no.
I'm sorry, one of the better, like, fall activities?
Yeah,
to say?
it's one of the better ones. It's a fun thing if you have, like, a friends, but if you're going just with, like, 2 people, it's So
Dates are 2 people.
Dates
I
at
like
a
going to the
pumpkin
pumpkin patch
patch?
with you. Yeah. That's why you haven't invited me to the pumpkin patch this year.
You know what? I gotta say, I gotta put it an E.
I agree.
Yeah, it's an E. It's No,
Yeah.
It has spooky, you know.
It's Halloween themed, especially if you go at night and maybe get lost in the corn maze.
Yeah,
You know,
lost
that
in the
could be
corn maze.
spooky.
Yeah, honestly, if you get lost in the corn maze, I would cry as a kid. So now, next, when thinking of Halloween, spookiness, what comes to mind next?
Flavored snacks.
You're right.
Like full themed.
Scary movies. I love scary movies.
You do. You are a horror movie person. Did
One
you
of the
know that about SynthWolfes?
I probably. I mean, if you catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/SynthWolfes, SYNTHWLFES, link will be in the description below, and it's right here. I love being scared. I love spooky games, I love spooky movies. The first horror movie that I was introduced to, I was 7, and it was a movie called The Tooth Fairy. Now you might think, oh, Tooth Fairy, oh that's fun. Oh, it's a little, oh my God. No, this woman takes your teeth from your skull and kills you. She is terrifying. I would not sleep without a light on for like 15 years.
You were little.
I was.
You were little.
I was tiny and I was terrified.
A first grader, yeah.
So I think I gotta say, horror movies, good, bad,
and
in
ugly.
between. I gotta put it an S.
Really?
So horror movies are an S for me.
Okay, and the feeling as well you get when you watch a horror movie, like when you can be disturbed for a long time afterwards. And I feel like the other things on our list don't invoke that disturbed feeling.
You're 100% right, and especially if you have to, like, back in the day, before like phones and stuff, if you had to like, if you watched a horror movie and like your parents said, "Hey, I need you to take the trash out," that was the scariest like 5-minute walk
I agree.
to the trash can.
And that feeling of being watched.
Especially, I grew up
spine feeling.
Oh, absolutely. I grew up in an apartment, so it was even more scary.
You knew you were going past people that could be serial killers.
Absolutely. So again, I have to put it in an S.
That's fair. If you're thinking as well about the entire spectrum of spook, then yeah.
Absolutely.
Supremely spooky.
Absolutely. And I've never seen like a brand new horror movie in a theater. I've only seen it in my house.
Let's do that this year.
We should.
Make it your goal, everyone, to go see a horror movie in theaters. Let's have a Spooktober.
Hell yeah, let's have the spookiest Spooktober in the world.
I want to go see Barbarian. Actually, it's set in an Airbnb.
Ooh.
So if you'd ever like to be disturbed going on vacation, yep.
No, thank you.
All right, supremely spooky it is.
Yeah, sir. Spooktacular.
Love that.
All right, and next, what do you think of next when you think of Halloween and Spooktober?
We've discussed using the full spectrum of spook, and we've also talked about how things can be scary for children. What about something else that was very beloved in childhood? Trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating. You know what? I trick-or-treating, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Trick-or-treating is...
But put a pin in the spooky snacks.
Yes, put a pin...
I love a seasonal snack.
Oh, yeah. So the spookiest part about trick-or-treating is the drugs and the candy.
The rainbow fentanyl.
God.
Ridiculous this year.
Spending so much money on putting just random drugs, just injecting them right into the candy.
Entire syringes in Kit Kats.
Oh my God. I once opened up a Snickers bar, and there was an entire army platoon in there.
True story.
I was terrified.
It's like the Trojan horse all over again.
But honestly, no one's going to be putting drugs in candy. That's expensive.
Not for free.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe at parties that there are consenting adults to, probably, maybe.
I have a very fun trick-or-treating story, if I may. I grew up in England, and I was going trick-or-treating. It's all pedestrian-friendly, so lots of neighborhoods, lots of kids out on the street. Everything was very walkable, so we're going house to house. We're having a great time. And then we get to a house of people that don't celebrate Halloween. Okay, and you might think this is a scary story, but it's actually a magnificent story because they didn't buy any candy. So we came to the door, trick or treat, and we were like a little gaggle of preteens. And I could tell that they just didn't know what to do. So they opened the window and they were like, "Are you going to wait for us to give you something?" And we were like, "Well, we were going to wait to see if you had candy. I do have a bag here that I'm looking to fill by the end of the night." And they were like, oh gosh. Oh, and they disappeared from the window, and when they came back, they threw money at us out of the window.
Wait.
To make us
So,
go
for people
away.
who don't know, English currency is slightly different.
Well, sure.
Not a whole lot. They still have
Yeah.
bills and coins. Did they throw coins at you?
Yeah, and it was dark, so we're like scrambling in there. We're scrambling in their front garden for the coins. So, in the UK, British pound sterling, $1. Let's just not think about the conversion rate and think about the worth of like one of something.
I have to ask real quick, how hard did they throw these coins
no,
at
it
you?
was a gentle toss.
Okay,
it was
I
a
just
gentle toss
pictured
out of the window.
Take the coins and go! Get out of here!
But you see, they must have really not wanted a trick that night. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Oh no, yeah, they were like,
wanted
please
to pay
don't.
us off.
Please don't.
But they threw actually £1 coins and £2 coins out of the window, and so we're there in the dark before the times of us all having smartphones with flashlights, right? And we're just like feeling around for the money because we're like 11 and we don't quite have enough pocket money, you know. So we're like, these people gave us money, we better find that. And we left quite happy. So that was that's my favorite memory of trick or treating.
My favorite memory of trick or treating, I don't really have many. I have a worst, not a worst, I have a bad experience trick-or-treating.
Oh, okay.
So
Trauma.
this was when me and my best friend were about 15, 16. So, you know, getting out of the age to trick-or-treating, but we're short, so we're passable. We go up to a rich person's house at our neighborhood.
That's the place to go.
No, it's not. We walk up to this house, and in front of the door, there's no ringing. They have their butler there, which was kind of intimidating.
Oh, God.
Dressed up in full, like,
Are you
a black
sure they
suit.
weren't in a costume?
No, because
Okay.
these people
Just
were
checking.
rich. They own property. Their butler was out. There was 6 boxes of candy. So we're like, holy shit, we hit the jackpot. But they weren't full size. They were like in betweenish, like not tiny ones, but like half size.
Not minis, fun size.
Yeah. So I looked to my friend and I'm like, dude, this is great. We hit the jackpot. So we go in. I grab a Kit Kat. Love Kit Kats.
Yeah.
And then
choice.
my buddy grabs, I think, like a Skittles or a Snickers. And so I'm like, okay, I want one more. And I'm thinking, they're rich. There's multiple boxes.
Took more than one of each thing.
I went to grab a Twix.
I am
Twix
predicting
is also,
where the problem may be.
the moment my hand gets anywhere near the box,
For a second.
the butler goes, no, you can only have 1 bar of chocolate. And I was like,
Party rules, dude.
I know, but like, who actually forces someone to only get 1 thing of candy? Every other house I went to, they'd give you like a handful.
They would let you take a handful.
Yeah, and they'd be like, not a problem.
People are just shy, but that butler's paid to be there. He do not give a F.
But like, they have money.
But they're
they
rich, I
had
get it.
money.
I get
I
it.
could have at least had 2 pieces of chocolate.
Yeah, you coulda. You're right.
It was a bad experience. I left and was like, I'm never going there ever again.
Was it a spooky experience?
It was not. It wasn't decorated. It was bland and it was boring.
Oh no, I feel like this is pushing trick-or-treating down, and I didn't really have a scary story either.
But I do have a scary story.
About trick-or-treating?
Yes, I was about 12, and this was in where I lived in the first apartment complex. I think I took you there. Yeah. So we're going up a dark street. Everyone has like some spooky decorations. Some of them are like just like inflatable. Some are like spider webs. Sure. I go by a house and I see there's a guy sitting in a chair with the candy in his lap. And I'm like, sweet.
Not in his lap. Oh, alarm bells are ringing.
He was great. He was fine. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice. I think it was dressed. It was dressed as a Scream thing. It was like a statue. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. A big statue, that's probably expensive. That's super cool. So I go up to this guy and I'm like, hey, trick or treat, hi. And I go to reach for candy, and out of my left ear, I hear, and I'm like, I freeze.
Was it an animatronic?
No, it was a grown-ass man. I turn and he's moving toward. I really panic. Scary. I drop my bag. I scream and I start bolting. No. You'd think, oh, okay, sweet, I get away, I'm fine. No, he chases me like 2 houses down.
I'm kind of obsessed. That is dedication.
It was so good. I loved it.
That's like your own personal haunted house experience while trick-or-treating.
It was amazing. It was fun.
I wonder if that's someone that lived in the house or if he just paid some guy like on Craigslist to chase children down the street.
We went back and it's his brother.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got clarification, because that could have been a sex offender. You know what I mean? Yeah. That would be very scary.
But and then one more story I have, then we'll get past the trick-or-treating.
Yes.
So I have an experience from the other side.
A delightful one?
Yes.
Okay, great.
When we were at my parents' house, we moved to the new town I met her in. My parents would go all out for Halloween. It was great. It was my favorite time of the year.
Good fun.
And I was dressed up in a haunted skeleton costume.
Okay.
What I would do, I took notes. I would stand at the side of our porch. We had like a door and a porch is here, and you don't have that much room in front of it. So I was standing at the side. And we would alternate from the candy being inside. I would be holding the candy.
Okay.
If I was holding the candy, I would wait till their hand got in the bowl, and I go, the screams. Oh, I was delighted.
That's very naughty.
So
you got to upgrade to chasing down the street. Now you're an adult. Now you can take after the other guy. You're
I would. Oh, hello.
Hi, Bubba. Thanks for
joining. She has returned.
She has an opinion?
So I would honestly put trick-or-treating at like maybe a B, high C, low B.
Maybe a B.
A B,
because
a B
I've never
for
really
boo.
felt. Yeah, I've never felt afraid trick-or-treating. Like, you have the one story, but
he's just climbing around.
Oh, she's such a baby. B for baby.
Yeah. Again, if you catch me on Twitch, you'll see this cat, this baby, this adorable little baby, hopping on stream.
Makes a grand appearance.
Again, there's the link.
All right. Well, she is going over the keyboard.
She is. She's in front. She's front and center.
Baby, and we love her.
So trick-or-treating is a B.
For boo.
Is it ahead or behind haunted houses?
It's behind. So that's why it's a B.
Yeah.
It goes under that because haunted houses are a themed experience designed to scare you. But trick-or-treating, you could have many good experiences. B.
Oh, B,
yeah,
not A.
B.
Yes, sorry, B. I my letters.
You may hear soft little breaths on the mic. That's not very scary.
You know, in lieu of our visitor, we have the spookiest thing of all. Black cats.
As she purrs to punctuate the point. Look, you can hear a little pause.
Yeah.
Black cats aren't scary.
No.
They don't get supremely spooky on the S tier.
So, they get... Yeah. You know, this one's quick. This one's easy. Black cats get a bad rap. You know, you see a black cat, bad luck. We've owned a black cat, no bad luck.
She's just beautiful. She's such a sweet little love nugget. And she's got the cutest little teeth. And I wish you could see them right now because she's showing me her teeth.
She's just the cutest. So I gotta put it F tier. Not because black cats are F tier. Because the stigma around cats is F tier.
Hell yeah.
For
F for familiar.
F for
Gigi can be my familiar.
Spooky? No, thank you. All right. That one was easy. That one was quick. Now, the next one.
What you thinking?
I'm thinking another scary, terrifying thing. Monsters.
All the monsters?
All the monsters.
The full spectrum of monsters.
The full spectrum. This is a relatively spooky one. Something you'd see in like a Halloween mod for Dark Souls.
Okay.
I
Is that
think.
a thing?
I don't know, actually. It might be. That might be something I play on stream. Oh, okay, that's the last plug, I promise. Let's go at it from the realm of if they were real.
If they were real.
So you think Frankenstein? Not that scary.
If Frankenstein was real and he was coming at me,
Well,
yes,
no,
that's
Frankenstein's
scary.
monster. Frankenstein himself, he troubled. But Frankenstein's monster, honestly, misunderstood. I think he's misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
He's been forced to be birthed into this world as an amalgamation of body parts and organs.
Pretty horrifying.
He's had a really rough life.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. You just described that and I said that was horrifying. Sorry. No, his disfigurement is not horrifying. In fact, I'm sure he's quite attractive, not that such things matter. But I'm just saying, if you saw him, you would still go, ah, you know?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god, oh my god.
And it's not like he's nice.
No.
He's violent.
Yeah, but he's violent because of our reactions to him. Have you ever thought that maybe you just got to give him a second chance?
The monsters are the good guys, huh?
Yes. But on
that's just one monster.
On the flip side, if I run into like a Jeepers Creepers monster or this guy, for instance, I would shit myself.
Zombies, vampires, werewolves, shit that eats you, paranormal monsters count in this category. Ah, spooky.
Animatronics.
Ah, spooky.
Terrifying. Ah, spooky. It's got to go in an A.
A to
It's A for ah.
scary.
It's A for ah, and I'm gonna lay him on his side.
Oh, I guess he's not so scary if you make him go to sleep.
I'll make him go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Bap him in the face. All right.
You gotta fight these monsters.
So next one is, honestly, I think is the most terrifying thing of all.
The themed snacks?
Pumpkin spice everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring this
That,
up.
specifically, Doritos that a pumpkin spice flavor?
This is pumpkin spice Doritos, terrifying.
That's disgusting.
Pumpkin spice anything, I hate it.
Are we just talking pumpkin spice, or can we broaden the horizons to themed snacks? Because they made green Twixes this year, and that's cool.
Green Twixes, disgusting. They taste like regular Twix, but they look like vomit.
That's the point. Spooky.
It's disgusting. I don't want to eat a vomit stick.
What about a Reese's pumpkin? Don't tell me you hate a Reese's pumpkin.
Reese's aren't my chocolate. I'm not a huge chocolate person.
What about
Candy corn?
Oh,
Controversial. I don't hate candy corn.
that is controversial.
I like candy corn more than like a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's something about it. It doesn't really have a taste except it's just waxy, and I could eat that.
That's the spookiest thing.
Am I canceled? I'm sorry. I like candy corn.
Lover.
I don't love candy corn.
Suck on
No.
candy corn for fun.
I do not suck the candy corn
You
phallus.
suck candy corn.
Candy
hard.
corn doesn't suck. If I
You
had to
suck
rank
it,
if I had to rank it, it'd probably be like an E or a D. It'd be a low D, high E. It's not the worst.
That's not something you like. D is failing class. You know what I mean?
You like pumpkin patches. It's at an E right now.
That's because we're rating spook, not likability.
Spooky, likability.
Is pumpkin spice scary? Do you get scared when I'm sorry, when I eat something pumpkin spice, do you feel fear in your bones, in your heart?
Yes.
When you heat up a pumpkin pie, bitch, are you afraid?
I'm afraid of how much I'll eat it. Of how much I'll eat.
Ooh,
I'll eat the whole.
spooky calories.
Oh, spooky! I'm gonna feel really shit in a few hours.
Okay, what about some girl goes to Starbucks, gets a pumpkin spice latte. Are you pissing yourself with fear?
Yes. Oh my. A white Karen with a pumpkin spice latte is the most terrifying.
She's charged up. She's caffeinated.
She is caffeinated. She wants to speak to the manager, and I am terrified.
Ow.
For seriousness, pumpkin spice, I don't like it. It's not spooky unless
unless you want it to be.
It's an E.
If I put pumpkin spice where it shouldn't be, it would be kind of scary. Hold on.
Absolutely. Where are you putting pumpkin? Are you slurping down some pumpkin spice?
Let me frame that thought for a second. Like, if you were expecting to eat something delicious and savory and it tasted like nutmeg and cinnamon, it would be quite disgusting.
Yes.
Right, like the Dorito example. So I guess that's spooky.
See?
It's kind of spooky for pumpkin spice to pop up where it doesn't belong.
Yeah,
D.
Pumpkin spice wrongness.
D.
D?
Meet me in the middle. D.
D for dang, that's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with D for dang, that's kind of spooky.
I'm glad we can agree. D for dang, those Doritos are ducking wrong.
Yeah. And now for a more lighthearted fun, Halloween parties. Halloween parties.
I love a Halloween party.
Everything's above itself and also below itself.
As above, so below.
I don't want to explain this photo. I found it when I was looking it up. Yeah, graveyards.
This is my grandma.
So when you think of a Halloween party, you think, oh, a house.
You're not gonna laugh at my grave joke.
No, it was bad.
I'm sorry. That was probably also really insensitive.
It was honestly horrifying.
My sincerest apologies.
No, you gotta go. You gotta get the.
Hey guys, I made a mistake. I lost focus of my comedy. I said something that was offensive to certain groups of people, and I just want you to know I did not mean any offense when I said it. Rank my YouTuber apology.
Skeletons suck! Go die! Oh wait, you're already dead!
Subprimal!
If you were having like a Halloween party in a graveyard...
On track.
Halloween party in a graveyard.
When have you ever had a Halloween party in a graveyard?
Never, but if I did, honestly, that'd be really spooky.
It's not supposed to be about graveyards.
It's
supposed to be about the party. The party.
Yeah.
The party.
The party. The cardi
Parties
party.
ain't scary. Unless you're with a bunch of drunk people. That could be kind of scary, actually.
But if it's a Halloween party escape room that you spring on your guests.
You didn't put escape room, you put party.
Well, then I guess we have to put Halloween parties at an E? An F?
You know what?
Not really. It's kind of scary.
It could be an E if you're going to the kind of party where there's a lot of people that you don't know.
Yes, if you're going
costumes,
with like
intimidation, social awkwardness, maybe they've spiked the punch, don't really feel safe here. You know what I mean?
So yeah, maybe a D. A D for dang, that's kind of spooky.
But
or E for eek, I'm kind of scared.
I'm reflecting on my personal experience, and I've never actually been scared at a Halloween party. So I guess E for eek.
In the general sense, Halloween party, it's fun. It's not supposed to be spooky. It's supposed to be fun. So it's an F.
An F?
It's a high F.
I disagree with
you. It's gotta be E then.
That's what I said, baby.
E for eek, I'm kind of scared. Yeah. I don't know all these people.
E for eek.
E for eek. All right.
We need some supremely spooky stuff next.
We do. I think
is looking lonely.
The spookiest thing is it's got to be bobbing for apples. That's pretty scary. That's spooky.
It is quite disgusting.
You could drown.
No, you're not gonna drown bobbing for apples.
If your friend behind you is like, hey, what if I just whoa?
That ain't a friend. It does kind of disgust me that everyone's saliva is dripping into the same.
Yeah, you're like drooling. You're really going for it.
But nasty is not the same as scary.
No.
Most people just have their fucking apples. Can I swear?
Yeah, I've been swearing this whole time. Listen, we may be... We're family friendly around here.
F tier, family friendly.
F for family friendly.
Is family friendly, baby.
F for you're right.
I just cut off your safe for work thing. It's okay. We're doing okay.
F for family friendly, along with the black cats.
Yeah, we love them.
And now on to something actually spooky.
Really, really spooky?
Really spooky.
I'm so excited for something really, really spooky. Tell me.
Summoning demons. What's spookier than summoning Charles the demon from corporate hell to do your taxes for you? Nothing scarier. Actually, summoning an actual demon?
Yeah, we don't mess with that. We don't do that.
I've summoned demons in Phasmophobia.
Okay, Yeah.
And I've had the shit scared out of me.
Even in game world, it's scary.
Absolutely.
It's
So
always scary.
I gotta put it at S.
Apart from when it's hot, but we don't have to talk about that. We're not having that conversation.
We're not summoning succubi or incubi. We're summoning from the 5th plane of dimensions.
Right. And Gigi is here to protect us.
Yes. So we gotta put summoning demons at an S tier.
That is
for
supremely-
summoning demons.
Supremely scary summoning demons.
Summoning demons is supremely scary. Now, onto something a bit more lukewarm.
Lukewarm? What about really hot? What about a bonfire?
Listen, well, I can't put myself on the rating list.
A bonfire.
Different temperature hot. You know what? I gotta give it to you. You know what? Bonfires? A bonfire itself, not scary.
I agree.
The atmosphere it creates, it's not terrifying. It's under your skin. You have people doing spooky stories.
Yeah.
You there's the risk that you could catch fire. That's a little scary.
Getting ash in your eyes, having to cough it all out.
Getting like the smoke in your eye, you're crying.
Smelling the campfire a day later. Good stuff.
I would have to put like the atmosphere around a bonfire. You're with a bunch of friends. You're having a great time.
It's dark.
You're trying to scare each other. Someone could come out from the woods with a chainsaw.
That's what we're all picturing.
I gotta put it at high B, low A.
I would say B is comfortable.
B it's
right. Because it's like, boo, you know?
It's right in there with like trick-or-treating. You never know what you're gonna get.
It's just dependent on the time, the day, the people you're with. Yes, you never know what you're gonna get with
You
a
never
bonfire.
know what you're gonna get.
Not in Spooktober.
Not in Spooktober, no. A bonfire in any other time of the year.
Glorious.
Lukewarm.
Yeah.
Not even scary. And now, unfortunately, we do have to end this ranking.
Are you thinking of something to end us off with?
I'm thinking, I'm going to take us on a ride. A journey through spookiness.
Okay.
Itchiness. You're
STDs?
uncomfortable. Not far off.
Those are scary.
Hayrack rides.
Hayrack. Not far off. What kind of hayrack rides have you been on?
Listen, I've been on to some pretty spooky hayrack rides.
I always don't feel safe on them.
Most of them
bumpy.
don't have like side rails. You're sitting on hay that's questionable at cleanliness.
The bumpiness, I just always feel like I'm gonna fall off in the pumpkin patch and that they'll keep driving and leave me behind. And depending on your outfit choices, it really hurts.
And depending on the location, like if you go to like your mom and pop pumpkin patch, it's lukewarm, not even really scary. But if you go to the US's top hayrack ride, you are in for an interactive, horrifying experience.
Wait, I kind of want that.
The one I don't know the name of it, but the one I'm thinking of is they take you on a hayrack ride. There's no sides. It's midnight, middle of the night, and you have like actors will be in booths.
Actors.
They'll have chainsaws. They'll run up to that. They'll grab at you. They won't drag you, but they'll grab at you. They'll get close and impersonal.
I have never heard of that kind of hayrack ride, and I'm intrigued.
It sounds absolutely amazing.
So, in fairness, then, we have to consider the entire spectrum of hayrack rides, which is what we've done for every other item on the list.
So, in general, it like in the middle of the road, be like, you drive past some things pop out. You're like,
I'm thinking D. Like, dang, that's kind of scary.
You know what? Either D or maybe C for.
Could be scarier.
Could be scarier. Yes, C for could be scarier. I think. Do you agree?
I think that's fair.
I think C for could be scarier because.
Yep.
There's a wide range
of possibilities.
It's like the rotting pumpkin of November.
I feel like this one is our most controversial ranking. I feel like most people, hayrack riders are throwaway.
Listen, people can be upset, angry, sad, weirded out, maybe aroused, but I don't know where you're coming at from that.
You might be cancelled.
I might be, but unequivocally, it is undoubtedly the official Halloween spook rank list.
You heard it here first.
No one else has ever done a Halloween ranking. I didn't look it up. I'm not gonna look it up.
Totally innovative. And what about our fine selection of spooky activities?
Yeah.
Maybe you got ideas on how to spend your Spooktober.
And honestly, I gotta admit, we're pretty evenly spread with our rankings.
We did
2 for
really
everything
good.
except dang, that's pretty spooky.
Right.
Honestly, I am happy with our rankings. Like S tier as in spooky movies
Yep.
and summoning demons.
Let's just summarize it all.
Yeah.
All right, so you said S tier, I'll go for A tier. A tier, we've got those haunted houses, and we've got monsters coming to life. Those things are, pretty scary.
Yeah. And then B for boo. I'm a little scared. Trick-or-treating, you know, we talked about both sides of it. The child side is fun, wonderful. You get spooked a little bit. It's a little scary when you lose your mom and you're like, where's my parents? I'm alone. Oh no.
Or if you get chased by an adult man.
Absolutely. And on the other side, it's amazing to chase the kids. And bonfires.
It's atmospheric.
Spooky stories, atmospheric. It's kind of, you're getting smoke in your eyes. Boo for bonfires. I'm happy with that.
Me too. All right, that brings us to C tier for could be scarier. We've got pumpkin carving because they can be spooky, especially when the jack-o'-lantern is fully made.
And again, you're just stab it into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of knives and
Lots of
weaponry and
knives.
guns. Could be scarier though.
Could be scarier.
And then hayrack rides, which, you know, depends on where you are going, could be scarier.
Are you with your mom and dad? You're not gonna get scared. Are you with your douchebag friend? You're probably gonna get
Or
scared.
your high school boyfriend.
Absolutely, yeah. Now, again, D. Dang, that's pretty scary. We covered it. Pumpkin spice anything is dang pretty scary.
E tier, we've got pumpkin patches. This was like E.
E.
A
Oh.
little bit.
Ah.
Hi.
E.
Pumpkin patches because that's pretty fun. That's pretty funky, pretty fresh.
Yeah.
And Halloween parties, depending on your company, could be scary, but mostly not.
Mostly lukewarm. And then for F, that's not spooky. We have black cats. Black cats get such a bad rap. Nothing spooky about them. They're the sweetest.
Yeah.
And bobbing for apples. Not scary.
Germy, gross.
You know, gross,
scary.
uncomfortable, but not spooky.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
There is. But there's no difference of opinion on whether or not this is the official list of spookiness.
Laying down the law.
I think that's got to be it.
No criticism allowed.
There's nothing else. Everything on this list encompasses everything about the spookiness of Spooktober. We've left nothing out. We've analyzed it mathematically, scientifically, laid down the law of spook.
Crunched the numbers.
Crunched the spooks, spooked the crunches. And this is the list we came up with.
However, if you think we missed something, just let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and again, comment. Let us know if you want another one of these. We'll do more. We'll do more if you want more spookies.
There's a whole month of Spooktober, and we looking for some spooky ideas.
Absolutely. So I gotta thank everyone. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for reaching the end of the video. Here's your surprise. Ha! There you go. I probably put something up. Get spooked.
Headphone users, I'm sorry.
So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been great. I've loved. I've always wanted to do a ranking video. I'm probably gonna do more in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Expect at least one video every week in October. We're doing spooky stuff. Over on Twitch, twitch.tv/SynthWolfes. Thank you so much, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! That's Mark's outro.